what was it like when you were young? When you were in middle school or high school?
In middle school, I was very active in the tennis club, and drawing manga was just a hobby. I didn't like studying, so I often doodled on my textbooks. I also worked part-time at convenience stores and coffee shops.
And how did you start drawing manga?
I loved drawing pictures since I was a child, but it wasn't until I entered high school that I finished it in the form of manga. This happened in the homeroom when I was in the first year of junior high. Mr. W, my hometown teacher, didn't think well of me, and he said this to me in front of my classmates. "Takahashi, you're a poop-making machine that just eats, poops, and sleeps." The classroom erupted in laughter. I clenched my fist while laughing, thinking, "I'll hit you, you idiot. How can a poop-making machine draw manga?" So I decided to become a manga artist.
Professional manga artist and start drawing Yu-Gi-Oh!
My first published work was 20 years ago, and it was a comedy comic about a certain high school, but it was a complete failure. After that, I drew a wrestling manga, which also was a failure, and now I really don't want to remember it. At first, I went to show my work to several publishers while I was working as an assistant to another manga artist. At that time, an editor at Weekly Shonen Jump gave me a good evaluation and gave me the opportunity to draw manga. That led to the birth of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm Takahashi Kazo, who lives a lavish life, making full use of credit that I've paid off in 36 installments. While living a life beyond my means, my electricity and telephone were cut off, and I was at a dead end. But I'm so grateful and overwhelmed that I was able to start a serialization. But looking forward to Ikiman and Sawamura Iki, along with the TV anime.
When you started serializing Yu-Gi-Oh! What was your theme?
Friendship. The bond between people.
One of the most memorable things about Yu-Gi-Oh! is the imaginative and mysterious monsters.
I designed monsters with the intention of giving shape to the souls of characters. I believe that the heart, that is, the soul and the essence inside a human being, also has a shape.
In the early stories, Yugi played various games, using toys and props. But it wasn't until you introduced a card game that the manga began to make waves.
In the manga, the rules need to be simple for the purpose of the story. It's not that the card game needs to be expressed in the manga, but the characters who play it. The rules were made just for the first and second episodes, so they weren't really thought out that well. However, even at this point, I never thought that the cards actually would sell. Even so, it took nearly 3 years, and the anime is about to catch up. The movements and acting of the characters in the TV anime and the influence of the animators and voice actors have a significant influence on my original work. I really feel the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series is supported by everyone.
Trace my steps back here again so many times. When I could only see the floor, you made my window a door. So when they say they don't believe, I hope that they see you and me.
I I'd like to see everyone having fun. If you can make even one friend through the common goal of Yu-Gi-Oh, then I'll be glad that I drew this manga. That would be the happiest thing.